How's it going, guys? Welcome to Everybody Podcast. I'm Brad, joined with Cody and Kristen.
What up?
What up?
How's it going, guys?
It is great.
It's warm out, dude. And it's going to get warmer. I'm so stoked.
I know. I
starting
hope
to get it.
spring is coming.
I went to Five Below and there were Easter stuff everywhere, and I was like, holy fuck, this makes me happy.
It blows
I
my
was so
mind.
happy.
It blows my
Wow.
mind that it's March almost already.
Yeah.
What's today? The
26th, I think.
26th of February?
7th.
27th.
27th?
So tomorrow's the last day
Wow.
of February.
Oh, shit, right.
It's cool, though, because that means it's going to keep warming up.
Yeah. Like, it's supposed to be in high 40s, like, all next week. A few, like, 30s, but...
I can't wait to get the rest of the snow melted off the ground so I can see land.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're fucking
dude.
telling me. All we're gonna see is mud forever.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking
going to suck.
mud.
I didn't finish raking my leaves, so all of that grass died. So my fucking lawn is gonna be a mud pit.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It sucks. There's so much fucking snow out there.
And I just wear Crocs because I'm stupid. I wore Crocs today here. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself?
Did you guys almost fall in the driveway?
No. It's
It's not
slush
bad.
mainly.
It's-
It's mainly
it's-
slush.
okay.
Yeah.
This morning it was still pretty slick.
Yeah, because it was cold. It was cold as it was snowing last night. I went to bed at like 3, and it was snowing before I went to bed.
3
Saying the
a.m.?
snowing
Yeah.
word.
3
Why
a.m.
Why do you, like, every night you stay up until 3 a.m.? Why?
Cause she ain't got other. What else she got to do?
Well,
Go
I
to
like,
bed?
I like sleeping in. There's this thing called anxiety, so I'd rather just not. And I don't have,
Causes you not to sleep?
Well, because I don't have weed. I don't have weed right now, so it's like.
Well, we have a rotation going right
Hell
now
yeah,
with this
dude.
handy dandy joint. So listen, I have
Wow.
I wrote down some stuff, some topics I wanted to say. Have you guys seen the new Mortal Kombat trailer?
Yes.
No.
No, what the hell?
And
oh,
you did
right.
tell me about the
You
other day
don't-
too.
You don't really care about Mortal Kombat.
I
do
love
you?
the game. The newest one's the only one I've played, and I loved it.
Man.
So I should get into that.
The one right before it was really good too.
Yeah.
10 and 11.
XL.
I like
9,
Tekken.
10, and 11 were all pretty great.
I mean, they were all great. The old ones in like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis days were hard as fuck, and they pissed me the fuck off.
I used to play them.
They were
on
still
Game
good.
Boy.
I love Tekken.
Still a
They're
good
fun.
game.
But like
Like Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, like they were so fucking hard.
I was playing Tekken the other day, and like when you play on the arcade, like they kind of just pair you with like someone equivalent. So I thought I was doing like some badass shit, and then I went online, like I just tried it. Nah, dude, I was
Bad.
so bad.
I always get my ass kicked
Oh,
online.
I gotta say about that fucking Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
trailer.
tell me
I
your thoughts.
I feel like they put too much in the trailer. Like
What do you
how
mean?
it would have been way cooler to find out that Jax gets his metal arms because Sub-Zero
Yeah.
breaks them
Yeah.
while watching the fucking
That's
movie.
definitely like a high point they should have. Because now when it actually happens, when we see the movie when it comes out, we're just gonna be like, I knew that was coming, you know.
And
it wouldn't have been like a, oh my god, like that factor's gone now.
The only way I think that trailer is gonna work is if Sub-Zero dies in the first 10 minutes. For real, like if everything that they showed, because all the coolest parts were Sub-Zero's parts, and they made it seem like it's gonna be like Sub-Zero's going to be the main bad guy. So if they killed Sub-Zero off in like the first 10 minutes, then I might be like, okay, let's see where this is going now.
So they're introducing a new main character. His name is Cole Young. Never in any games. A brand new character to the Mortal Kombat universe. So I was reading an article yesterday from a Reddit user, and he was saying it was a fan theory thing. I like reading fan theories sometimes. Sometimes they're really cool to think about. But
Yeah, fans pretty much predicted Endgame.
Dude,
They pretty much
you
called
can't even
that
really,
shit.
They ruin things like that. Shit
yeah,
just ruin things.
sometimes people
Let
that
us
dig
just have an
suck.
imagination, dude.
But this guy was saying,
That's my problem with the trailer.
how many of the Mortal Kombat games have you played, Cody?
Oh, plenty. A lot. I
So
couldn't even. I don't know how many are there.
Do you
Probably
remember?
like 3 less than however many there are.
Do you remember a character called Chameleon?
Yeah, he could change. He could take other people's
Yeah.
powers, like, and just
So
just became other people, right?
this
Word.
Reddit user, he goes, guys, listen, Cole Young, Camel Young, Chameleon.
Okay, that's stretching it a little bit.
That's
Dude,
what I
for
said.
real.
And then he went on and just started talking about a bunch more stuff, saying because in the games, Chameleon has no history, no story. You know how at the end of a tower, like in arcade mode, there's always a story about the character you win with?
Yeah.
With Chameleon, the game just ends. He don't get a story. So they're saying that this guy went into saying that Shao Kahn, Chameleon was one of Shao Kahn's greatest warriors, but he erased his memory and sent him to Earthrealm as Cole Young. But now he sent Sub-Zero and Scorpion to get him because Shao Kahn reactivated his mind, and they want to bring him back to Outworld. But it doesn't make sense because Scorpion and Sub-Zero aren't friends of each other's that work for Shao Kahn and go hunt people. Scorpion and Sub-Zero hate each other. They fight. And then in the trailer, in like you can miss it if you blink. You see Cole Young fighting.
Goro.
No, he's fighting Scorpion and Sub-Zero too, I believe.
Right, I think he's fighting Goro too at one point.
Yeah,
I think that's
probably.
Goro,
I mean,
when
but
you
like,
see Goro coming
anyway,
up, like, ah!
they pretty much made it look like he's gonna be just another good guy. But like the Reddit user went on, he's like, with how big the Mortal Kombat universe is, why would you pick a brand new character to make a feature film about instead of A, a popular character, or B, a character that is at least in the games or something that people could connect with and be like, I know this person, I want to know the story or what they're going to do. But they pick a totally brand new guy.
Yeah, and they don't focus on, like, I didn't see Luke Cage. Is it Luke Cage? Luke Cage is the fucking...
Liu Kang.
No, the, Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage isn't in it. I didn't see.
Yeah,
so
I didn't see where
there's
Johnny Cage
the
is in it at
Shaolin
all.
monks, Liu Kang and Kung Lao is in it. And then there's
There was a
Jackson,
they quickly
Son-
showed
Jackson Sonya, Kano's in there.
Electric guy.
Electric guy. Raiden.
Raiden. They
there.
showed a quick shot of Raiden.
Raiden's in there.
That dude on Reddit's probably
Shit.
right. Yeah. That dude on Reddit's totally right, but
No, but his...
I mean, the whole
it was
name thing,
pretty...
the Chameleon, Cole, that's
Yeah,
a
dude.
stretch, but like his
That's
story
what,
behind it makes
dude,
sense.
that's what led to theory. How did you get all of this theory just by guys, Cole Young, Chameleon?
It reminds me, I just watched the episode of South Park where the guy's just like, wait a minute, butt sex. Butt sex?
Oh yeah,
butt
because
sex.
because fucking was it the
Wait,
one
what?
where Cartman
The probe in his ass.
yeah
The
Oh,
second
yeah.
one with the probe in his ass.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
gonna try-
polar bears. It's
Yeah.
cold where polar
Yeah.
bears are.
yeah.
Dude, fucking.
Yeah, he's like,
South
for butt
Park.
sex, you need lots of lube. Lube.
That's ridiculous. So, speaking of video games
Butt
and
sex?
stuff,
Butt sex?
I invested in the GameStop craze.
Did you? I
Yeah.
thought that was like a bad idea to do that now.
Well, I keep seeing a bunch of stuff where it's like, hold, guys, just hold, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get involved.
Just hold and it's gone.
and it's gone.
And it's gone. That's a good
Well,
fucking
I'm-
South Park episode.
No, I can't be a judge because I just fucking bet on the fucking fights this week or for tonight
on,
Is that tonight?
on
on
what?
DraftKings.
Really?
Yeah, I did a fucking fantasy team.
So
Word.
what do you got?
Oh, I don't fucking remember by heart. They give you
Yeah,
you get
tell me.
six,
I don't know how this works.
You get 6 slots. So you can pick 6 different fighters for the night.
Okay.
And then it's based on I'd have to bring it up. It's based on points. You get like 0.2 points per strike and 0.2 more points if it's a significant strike. I think it was like 0.3 points per second of control time, and then every like if they win in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth round is so many points. It's just like that, and then you pick 6 fighters, and I guess if you win,
How much money did you put in?
24 altogether. I did 3 different pools.
Oh, okay.
3 different fantasy leagues. 2 of them, one on $18 fantasy league, where if you're number 1, you get the most points, you get $100,000.
Oh shit!
But there's like I think 18,000 people.
Yeah.
What's your fantasy name?
I don't think I have one. I don't like.
I have a genius one. You ready? So I was in this, like an NFL one for Kaylin's family, and my name on it is off in the shower. So if someone beats me, it says you beat off in the shower.
That's pretty funny. See, it's not like that because it's not like teams.
Oh, it was just
and it's
fun.
not over a season. It's a single night.
So like,
True.
So it's not. It doesn't
fun.
last over a season.
how many people, get money, like when at the end of the night?
A couple
like,
thousand.
Do you get?
But some people are only getting like $30. So
Okay.
they're getting a little bit
So
over
they're-
their money
they're
back.
they're getting like $30 because they called like this many strikes, and they got so many
Sort of.
points.
It's the people that they pick have the most got accumulated the most points throughout the night.
Okay.
So realistically, what you want is somebody who's like landing a lot of strikes, but going for like the entire fight. So like if it's literally a one punch knockout, from what I can tell, you're probably not going to do that well. Because if it's like a 4-second fight, like say the Ben Askren versus Masvidal fight, it was one strike. So you're probably not going to make that much points. This is the first time I'm doing it, so I don't really know.
Did they count it as one strike, or did they count the?
Well, you
two
get
that
the
he
win
hit?
in the first round, and I'd assume I don't know. I didn't gamble at that time. I just wanted to use that as an example.
Okay.
So I would think in the way it seems to be, you would want somebody to land a lot of strikes in a couple of rounds and then get a knockout. Because if it's first round knockout, they do give you more points. That's like worth like 50 points, I think. And then second round is 40, and then third round's 30.
So
I think I can't remember the exact
did
numbers.
you bet a first round knockout for?
No, you
tonight's
just
main
pick. You
event?
just pick a fighter.
No, did you predict a first round knockout for the main event tonight?
I didn't predict anything. You just pick a fighter.
You just pick a
Oh.
fighter.
You just pick a fighter, and then whatever happens with them, you accumulate points.
So
whatever
you did 3
Oh,
fights.
okay,
You did
okay.
3. Is that what you put?
I did 3 pools. There's
Okay.
like a $3 pool,
Oh, I get what you mean.
an $18 pool, and like a $100 pool, and I did 2 $3 pools and 1 $18 pool.
Word.
And for one of the $3 pools and the $18
man.
pool are the same picks, and then the second $3 pool I made completely different picks.
You're piquing my interest on this right now.
It's
I kinda
$3,
wanna-
right?
I kind of want to do it.
It's $3. You know,
Yeah.
if you make it in like the top 10, you make like $1,000.
Yeah, I'll look at it, man. That seems cool.
Let me know if you're considering it, because if I send you a
What's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm
request,
gonna lose $3.
if I send you a request, I can get free money. So
Okay.
let me know if you decide to do it. Let me know, and I'll fucking just like figure out how to get money out of it.
Okay.
I would do it, but I'm not watching it, so it really, really doesn't matter to me.
I don't even particularly remember who I picked. I know I picked Rosenstrike because what they do for your picks, you get 6 fighters, but you only get a salary cap. You get $50,000, and each fighter is worth a certain amount of money. And Jason whatever Rosenstrike was like the one of the cheapest ones, and I was like, dude, that guy has fucking had like 80 kickboxing matches.
Yeah.
Like they put the guy he's fighting, Cyril Gahn, all the way up at the top. So I don't know. I mean, Cyril Gahn's a pretty fucking tough dude, but I felt like for as cheap as Rosenstrike was, it was worth putting him on. See what he does.
So the worst that's gonna happen is I'll lose $3, right?
Yeah.
Yep. How much do you get if someone joins?
I don't know. I think $5.
Word.
It's probably like $5. Most
Yeah, it's
apps do
nothing.
like $5.
Oh. I was gonna join if it was
I don't
like
know.
a good amount. I was gonna help
think
you out, bro.
I think I might do it.
I mean,
Do
why not?
They have an app, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
why not? Just fucking.
I'm gonna look into it because I'm a stay-at-home dad. I feel like $3 on gambling.
If you win $1,000,
Yeah,
it's pretty
like-
dope,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
I think the top for the $3 one. I think the most the first place person wins is $5,000.
Damn.
See,
Do it, bro.
that'd be
Just
pretty
do
cool.
it.
I mean, Missy and I we're looking for a house right now. That'd help out a lot, dude.
Yeah. But then the fucking person on the $18 one is like $50,000 if you get first place. That would fucking. There's your down payment right there.
Oh man.
Or-
Yeah.
And then if you lose $3.
Yeah. All right. Okay, dude.
Let me know. I'll fucking send you the information.
I'll let
and
you
shit.
know, dude.
I'm thinking about doing it just so you
I'm
get $5.
I was gonna say I'm probably gonna do it because
Yeah,
it
you
sounds pretty
sign
cool.
up. Like I'll send you the information. You sign up through me, and then you fucking do the same thing with Kristen. And then
Yeah.
you don't even have to
Oh.
don't even have to put money in. I think you have to deposit
I just
something
lose
into the account
$8
though.
for being a dope friend.
But if you deposit $15 and then just bet the $3 and you win $1,000, then you can just take everything out and you
Yeah.
won $1,000 for
Word.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm starting
Do it.
addictions here, man.
Yeah, gambling. Thanks.
That could be our cult.
I mean,
that could be the start of our
thank-
cult, Cody.
I'm glad they made it gambling legal. I mean,
Yeah, everywhere. Like
who?
pretty much like everybody can do it now, just right on your fucking phone.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
great. It's so great. I mean, like I said, stay-at-home dad. What's $3 if I could potentially even make like $100?
Fucking a month from now, Missy's like $300 to DraftKings. What the fuck?
like that South Park episode.
Or it could say deposit from DraftKings
Manifest that
$1,000.
shit. That's right. You're gonna win.
And you can kind of just do it. I mean, I practically did it randomly. I tried to use as much of my knowledge, like as much as what I knew about it as possible, but it's hard to predict fighting. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. That's why it's a gamble.
Facts.
But $3. But and addiction's already started because we're sitting here right now saying, "What's $3?"
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
$3. There's like a fight every fucking week.
Every week.
So that's $3 a week. That shit's gonna
What's
add
how
up.
much like convenience store?
And
like,
I already spent
experience I have?
$24.
I've watched so many people like get addicted to like scratch offs. They'll come in with a few
dude.
bucks sometimes, then they're like throwing in 10s and 20s. I'm like,
They'll like
dude.
win $1 and be like,
Yup.
"Can I have another scratch off? I
Yup.
won $1 on this one."
My mom's friend, her fucking car, literally the floor was just all scratch-off tickets.
That's
And
crazy.
it's like, and those are the ones that she lost.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. I knew a few people that were like addicted to scratch offs because they win like 50. Then it's like you want more, so then you just keep
I mean,
I don't have a personality like that. Like
I mean,
win.
I will
like-
say the first time I went to a casino, I put $20 into a machine and I got up to $130. And
Damn.
instead of cashing out, I
Yeah.
kept going and I walked away with only $40.
Exactly.
So I mean, I profited $20, but I
But
could have
profited
had
so much more.
yeah.
I fucking, the only time I went to a casino, I just lost $75.
I've only been to a casino once and
I've been a
gambled.
few times.
Well, I went to the casino a few times in Atlantic City, but I don't think I ever gambled in Atlantic
I was
City.
gonna say I walked through the casino at Atlantic City because the House of Blues is right next to it, or in the same building. And I went down to the House of Blues and saw Avenged Sevenfold, and Shadows Fall. Yeah,
Word.
there was an opening band called Burn Halo. They were pretty fucking terrible. You might. How far back do you remember playing like the SmackDown versus Raw games?
Bro, I don't know. I never know what one I'm playing.
Really?
Like, yeah, they're just there and
So,
I play them, to
I
be
think
honest.
it's on SmackDown versus Raw 2008 or something. But that Burn Halo band, they have a song in there. I feel like you would recognize it if you like heard the chorus
I've
to
always
it.
played those games, so I probably have played it.
I mean,
I'll look it up later.
I thought SmackDown versus Raw 2008 was a pretty great game.
I probably played it.
My favorite one was like 2010, 11. Those two were pretty fucking
I have
sweet.
20. Is it? I don't know. I think 2016. What's the one that everyone hates? That's like a newer one.
2K20.
The past 7 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have one of those 7, but
So,
I play it.
They stopped when 2K bought the rights to those games.
Mhm.
That's when they stopped making the SmackDown versus Raw games.
Okay.
But I don't remember the last one.
Word.
I don't remember where 2K started.
You want to know what game fucking sucks? Battlegrounds.
Yeah,
Dude.
that game's not good. That
Did you
game
get it,
got
Cody?
really shit
Nope.
shit reviews.
You were smart. You got Tony Hawk instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. You don't need to waste your time.
Not gonna.
It's shitty.
Not gonna at all.
Like, I want to
Although
like
Brad
I
just
want
didn't take the tutorial, so
I
he
want-
didn't know the
I want
like,
to.
buttons,
Yes,
but
I
whatever.
did do the tutorial, and it
fucking
was
didn't,
still
dude.
stupid.
You
I
joined- yeah.
watched you guys play it for a week and then never talk about it again. I was like, oh, that was a
dude.
great way to save my money right there.
I want to play a wrestling game, but there is no good ones.
Tekken 7.
It's because they roll out. They just try to fucking cash off of the name
Yeah.
instead of actually putting
It's
forth effort
so
to make a good game.
bad. But like, I really want to play a wrestling game. But like, the older wrestling game that's actually good, those servers aren't on anymore, so you can't play with people online.
You got Need for Speed Rivals, and we have.
Yeah, I got a fucking racing
That's
game,
right. I
dude.
talked him into that shit.
She did, yeah.
Is it
I
I
fun?
haven't played it yet.
Actually, I have, and it's
Yo,
dope.
I played
like
that.
it.
I played that
Can you
snowboarding
customize
game.
the cars?
Yeah, but you have to unlock and get money and stuff. You're either a cop or like a racer. Like you get to choose, and you go
So
back
it's
and
like
forth.
Hot Pursuit, dude.
Yeah.
I remember playing the fuck out of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
I never really
the
played
fuck
much
out of
racing
it.
games.
It was on like the original.
I just played Need for
PS1.
Speed Pro Street. That's the only one I played.
There was this game that me and my brother used to have. It was something Rumble or like Rumble Cars or something, and it was a racing game. But you also could make your cars do like flips and shit. That's the
Twisted
only like
Metal was
racing
the
game I
dope. It's
played.
not a racing game, but I love Twisted Metal.
Yeah, Twisted Metal's fucking amazing.
Cruising USA.
What?
That game was like that too.
I don't think it was called that.
No.
It was something Rumble or Rumble something.
What console?
PS2, I believe. It could have been Xbox 360. I don't remember.
Oh wow.
I think it was PS2 though. Might even been PlayStation. I don't remember.
Memories have been clouded by.
Yeah, I never really played racing games when I was young.
I had back
Road
to Need
Rash.
for Speed. I had Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, Need for Speed High Stakes, Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed.
Why are you hating on racing games? You were a
Porsche Unleashed.
douche when I asked
It's
you the
just all
first time.
Porsches.
Yeah, yep. I didn't play them a lot. I just
Whatever.
had them. I played them once in a while, but I don't know.
I downloaded Forza for a while, but I didn't play it.
I don't like the
No.
controls on that game.
I don't know.
didn't
I
play
just-
it.
It sucks. Need for Speed is kind of like GTA, but harder to turn. It's not as whip
Oh, you mean the
Then
controls
what?
of driving?
for the rivals. Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same except really hard to turn.
Well, fuck racing games.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
probably not
whatever.
gonna play that.
I know.
That game you talked.
I'm gonna
I
delete it.
downloaded.
And there's another game I wanted, but I forget what it is now.
Are you talking about
Oh.
Need for Speed again?
I was
You're
thinking
not
about
gonna play
getting
that?
Monster Hunter, to be honest.
Yeah, you are. Get it.
Is it on?
Dude,
Is it on
We
Game Pass?
we could get her up to where we're at so fast.
No,
Yeah.
you played with me once,
It'd
and
be
you said I did
boring, though.
horrible.
Well, that's okay. You can do horrible.
You gotta
We'll just do
learn.
good.
You gotta learn. Not everyone's gonna be good at the beginning.
And you got. It's not even that you have to learn. You have to beat the monsters so you can get the equipment. If I could just,
Is it
if
on?
there was a way
is
I
it
could
on
just give
Game
you the
Pass?
equipment, I would.
Yeah.
I have like
Okay.
$500,000 in that game.
I just want to play by myself for a little bit so I get it before, because I just jumped in and played with Brad and Chad, and it wasn't fun because
You just you gotta. It's one of those games you gotta work with strategy and know what you're doing.
And
Like,
don't pay attention to the fucking cutscenes and shit. 'Cause
yeah,
they're dumb.
they're stupid. You don't
I
care about
never-
the gameplay is
never.
what's super fun about that game. The
I want to
story
see the
is stupid.
movie Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
T.I. in it.
Dude, they don't have. They will not let you rent that movie anywhere. You have to buy it.
Yeah. I
It's
assume
weird.
the movie sucks because it's probably got a terrible story because the game has a terrible story. The game has such a bad story, it just makes me wonder, why would you make a movie out of
The
this?
movie's been out for a little bit now, and I haven't heard shit about it.
I haven't heard anything about
Because it's bad.
The trailer looked dope, though. I like the trailer.
Because it's probably those were probably the best
parts
of the movie.
Yeah.
It can't be good. The story is atrocious. It's the worst story of any video game ever. Like, why would you make a fucking movie out of it?
You know, I barely
But
have convinced myself to get lost, and I don't.
Maybe
Mila Jovovich is hot.
Maybe she did what she did in Resident Evil.
It's her
because
husband,
that was
too.
a completely different story too.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did. He's the same guy who did Resident Evil.
Really?
The guy who, yeah, Paul W.S. Anderson.
Maybe it's gonna be awesome.
I don't know. Those
Maybe
guys,
it's
those
like
two,
a
they're
hidden
married, and everyone, like every few years, neither of them ever do anything. But then every few years, they release like a blockbuster movie, and then they just disappear for a couple of years again.
They know how.
They
to
have
do
the
it.
life, dude. They live
They
the
know how to
life.
do it. They know how to do it.
They like do nothing for 2 years, and then probably take 6 months to film a fucking movie together, and then do nothing for 2 years again.
Did you see that the House passed the new relief bill?
I didn't
What?
see that. No.
It's going to Senate now.
Explain.
Passed in the House. So obviously the relief bill is going to give us $1,400 stimulus checks. Passed in the House. Now it's going to Senate. I don't know when they're voting on it, but early this morning is when it passed in the House. $1.9 trillion. $350 billion of it goes to state and local government. $160 billion of it for a national program on vaccination and testing.
Oh, word.
And obviously the $1,400 to people and our people who have dependents, they get $1,400 too.
For each? Or
Yeah.
Damn,
So
dude.
I'll get one.
Yeah.
Missy will get one, and Leo will get one.
Word.
It's that much more money towards your fucking
House, yeah,
That's
dude.
dope. That's awesome.
And there'll also be for the year of 2021 a child tax credit anywhere from $3,000 to $3,600, and it could be you could get periodic payments if you choose so.
oh,
So that's even more money that would come
That's awesome.
to anyone with kids. It's $3,600 for a kid that's 5 and under, and then $3,000 for anyone older.
still doesn't convince me to ever want kids, but that's awesome.
Well,
You would
I'm
have
not
had to have
trying to
already
no.
had the kids.
I'm not
There's
trying
like
to
a- no,
persuade
there's-
you to have
I'm
kids.
saying though, like there's people that have kids for like the tax money. You know what I mean?
I definitely
And it's
feel
just
like
like-
there's
Kid we went to
probably
school with,
people-
Jerry Martin, used to say that that's what he wanted to do, have a bunch of fucking kids so he could live off the
Dude.
government. Guess what he did?
Is that what he did?
Yeah, it's exactly what he did. He went to jail a couple of times, and then fucking when he gets out of jail, he lives with his baby mama and collects money from the government.
Good times. Good times.
Nah, dude, I'd rather be poor than have like and homeless than to have a kid. Just kidding.
10 kids. I mean, my mom is a part of a 12-kid family.
Really? Oh, she did
yeah.
tell me that. She did tell me that. Because she was trying to explain them all to me.
My dad is a part of a...
That's why you're related to fucking everybody.
Yeah. My dad is a part of an 7 or 8 kid family.
That's a lot.
I just have 2 other siblings.
Yeah,
So,
same.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, yeah. You're
And my parents, I think my mom had 4 brothers, but one of them died before when he was like 16, I think. And
Shit.
yeah, that's
my dad, so I basically, for my whole life, my mom just had 3 brothers, and
Right.
then my dad has 3 sisters.
Oh, wow.
And I think even my...
I wonder what it's like growing up with just a bunch of women in the house.
He was really close with his dad.
I mean, my mom had to put up with 4 guys my two other, Chad, Travis, and my dad.
Yeah.
It was just her.
She did aight.
Yeah, she did pretty good. I must say.
That's
She
essentially
did
my
very
mom
good.
did too. It was just,
She did
my
like,
dad, me, and my
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Me and my brother were kind of fucking dicks. But
Bastards.
you guys see the fucking Bam Margera had another breakdown?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
On TikTok.
What?
I
Yeah,
seen
it was
that
on
video.
Instagram too.
I seen that video because they were gonna take him out of Jackass or something.
They did. They took him out of
Oh, okay,
Jackass.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparent-
I remember.
I sent you that, yeah.
I didn't look into it anymore though.
Yeah, me either. But I saw that little tidbit.
It was pretty fucking wild. I pretty much watched the whole thing because I've got nothing better to do.
He like told his what was he telling his followers to do? He was
Not to go see
Send
it
him
and
money.
stuff.
to send
Send
him.
him money, and
send
he would
him
make
money.
his own movie.
Yeah.
He posted a couple of his ideas for his movie, and they were both the same idea. It was a guy sits at this first idea. A guy sits at the bottom of a well with a bar of soap, and a bunch of people stand around the well and pee on him while he washes himself with the pee and the soap. And the second idea was a guy sits in a kiddie pool underneath a tree, and a bunch of guys with a bar of soap, and a bunch of guys stand in the tree and pee on him, and he washes himself with the pee and the soap. Those were his two ideas that he posted on Instagram.
I fucking know.
So them ideas sound like ideas.
Well, there's the same fucking idea. It's the same fucking thing.
It is.
Just different
But
locations.
the idea is definitely an idea of a mentally ill person that
needs
may
help,
be
dude.
on
Yeah, it
some
was
drugs.
it was hard to watch. I watched all of the videos.
Dude.
It
Okay, so
hurts.
what happened too is he called out this one dude who was a stand-up comedian when fucking he did like a tour in 2019, Bam did, and he kind of tried to do stand-up comedy, but he was just getting smashed every night. So his manager called up this dude Vinny, who was supposed to be a stand-up comedian, to basically come bail him out. But Bam posted this video talking shit about the Vinny dude, and then the Vinny dude right away, and I followed all of this on Instagram, made his own page where he was just like, my job was to buy meth for Bam. That's what I was doing. They sent me down there to buy meth for Bam. And then like an hour later, all of those posts were gone, and Bam posted something like, me and Vinny are friends again.
Oh my god.
And Vinny
dude.
posted something like, yeah, me and Bam made up again.
Jesus.
And like all of the
Christ.
videos and shit were gone.
That's
and
insane.
and then there was more shit. He started posting more shit about how Paramount Pictures made him like send videos of him taking all of his medication and stuff, and wouldn't let him leave Pennsylvania for a really long time. And when he finally stopped, he just decided he wasn't going to do that anymore and left Pennsylvania, and that's why they kicked him off of Jackass. The whole thing was
fuck.
nuts. It was like a 3-day fucking ordeal.
Why
I
does
mean-
he
It was
not
all
go
on
get help?
Instagram.
Like he needs help.
He's gotten help, and then I think he's back to doing well again right now.
Oh, okay.
There's actually a lot of videos of him with Terry Kennedy and him like skateboarding and shit again.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's just a cycle. It's what happens. I mean, sometimes either people just stop taking their medication, or the
Yeah,
medication
dude.
stops working and they have to find something else, another kind of medication.
Yeah, that sucks though.
So I think he just had another mental break, and it just sucks that it's all on Instagram.
Yeah.
All of it is, everything is on Instagram.
Completely publicized.
It's just crazy.
This is one of my running away from emotion
I know.
moments. I don't keep up on Bam anymore because it makes me so sad.
Mhm.
This motherfucker was on top of the world
Well, I mean,
back then.
Not really the world.
He
but he
was.
He was high. Yeah.
He was. Bam Margera
I loved his.
was
Yeah.
huge.
He was.
He could pretty much do anything he wanted.
Yeah.
And he let us know it.
And he did.
Yeah.
He sure as fuck did.
And now he has
His poor mother.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Because of drugs, and he's probably
I know,
had so
I
many
know,
concussions,
I
dude.
know.
His brain's probably
Poor decisions, but like,
awful.
can you imagine going through that like kind of trauma
Does he
and
still have money though? He still
mental
has money.
capacity?
I mean, he was asking people to send him money on Venmo.
Oh yeah, I think.
And people
Damn.
probably
He-
did.
He
He
rents
probably
the
made
Castle
thousands
Bam
of
out
dollars.
his mom like redid Castle Bam. I listened to like back when he was doing good again. He did a podcast with Rab himself, and he was talking about how Castle Bam is making him a lot of money right now through Airbnb, and it's just like booked for like 2 years. People are having like weddings there and shit like that.
Word.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool, though. I mean,
And he talks about how like he had
probably-
all these people hanging around him that were just like mooching off of him and stuff, and
I think it's
Bam-
just so
Bam
woe
was
is
saying
me. He's such a victim in his eyes.
What?
So annoying.
Bam was saying that.
yeah,
All
like
these
how all
people
these
mooched
people were
off
just
him?
like hanging out with him and just like partying and wrecking his house and shit, and because that's what he did on TV, so they thought it was cool if they could just go there and party all the time and wreck shit, and he was usually too busy to fucking stop them. You know,
Yo,
like
being
he was
his friend then-
usually he was always trying to do something, like editing something or filming something. So he was just too busy to stop people from destroying his shit, and people would just think it was go there because it was just chaos, and they thought that they
Yo.
could just fucking do whatever the fuck they wanted because it's Bam Margera's house.
Being his friend then though would have been so much fun. They literally did whatever they wanted.
I mean, like I said, Bam also did whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. That lifestyle's crazy, and I think it's obviously shown us what it could do to somebody with Bam.
Yeah, it's wild how many of those jackass guys are not like that though. You know,
Steve-O's doing really good.
I mean, he went
Steve-O-
through dark times. Though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
He
did.
really
went through
dark.
dark times.
Yeah, he
If you
did.
listen to some of his podcasts, like, I listened to a few clips of his here and there, and hearing about some of the stuff, like, I knew he did drugs, but actually hearing the stories and seeing the pictures that they would show and home videos or whatever.
Yeah, because he was somebody who was always filming too. So
Yeah.
even in like his worst times, there's like video of him doing just in the most pathetic moments of his life.
Do you
Yeah.
think being where Bam, hopefully he's doing better now.
It seems like he's posting more videos of like skate. I don't think it was him skateboarding, but more videos of skateboarding and shit. And that's usually when he starts doing
Yeah,
better.
but do you
And
think
videos
You
of like
really
him and his
follow
family.
him. I don't really follow him.
I just have him on Instagram.
Do you
Yeah.
think Bam would be the kind of guy that would like hit Steve-O or Knoxville up and be like, "Yo, could you give me some money?" Or
I think
some
he
shit
would.
like that?
I don't know.
Hit up-
He probably already
hit
knows
up
that
his
they aren't going to do
friends.
that though. That they aren't going to give him money if they think that he's got issues.
Right.
Because he was talking shit about Tremaine and fucking Knoxville and all of them. Like
Bam was.
not Steve-O. He kept saying he wouldn't say anything bad about Steve-O, but he was saying fuck. But it's because they fucking kicked him off of the set, off of the
Yeah.
movie, and he really wanted to do the movie, probably for money purposes as well
Yeah.
as, you know,
it's like his.
yeah.
He's always been part of it.
And now he can't do the movie anymore because he wasn't following the rules that they set for him.
Well,
But-
that's just consequent. Like that's life.
Mhm.
Like being an adult.
It's-
sucks.
No, his whole life was based around him not being an
I
adult.
know.
Is what
Yeah.
sucks, you know.
Yeah.
Like so, it's bound to not go well.
His situation's a little shitty.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I do feel bad for him.
Yeah, it gave me a lot of entertainment throughout the years.
Yeah, dude. Viva la Bam was great.
I
And
love
that's
that
what
show.
that's one fucking show that, like, why isn't it not on HBO Max or some shit or Hulu? Like, why isn't that show on some streaming platform
None
for
of the MTV shows
anybody
are.
to watch?
Was the
For a channel that was directed at young people, MTV is like really
you know
behind
what?
the
Pretty
times.
soon there's gonna be an MTV Plus out there,
guaranteed?
and it's gonna have all
That'd be
their
so
reality
awesome.
shows and all Beavis and Butthead. Like, it's all gonna be on there. You hear me, MTV?
that would be.
You're gonna make an MTV Plus.
I
You're
don't
gonna
care.
put all your shit.
Beavis and Butthead's the only thing that I
Yeah.
want.
I want him to bring back those cringy
Celebrity
dating shows.
or,
Like Next.
the Room Raiders.
Yeah, Parent. There's one.
Parent Trap or
No,
some
Parent.
shit.
I don't know. The parents.
yeah, the
choose
stupid one with the
boyfriend.
parents.
Oh yeah,
But that's
yeah.
like the one
Parental
where they just-
control.
Parental control.
They
yeah.
just bring the current boyfriend on. They're just like, we think this guy's a piece of shit because he has a nose ring.
And then they bring. Yeah, Next was good though too. Like they
Next
come off
was
the bus
funny.
and they're like, And then they like have the stuff on the side, like what they're fucking about.
But
it's the
no,
dumbest shit.
the
Can
funniest
beatbox in a
part-
subway.
The
Like, that was one-
funniest parts, the funniest times are when they get off the bus, and as soon as they start walking towards the girl or guy, they're just like, oh, next. And it's like, oh shit, didn't even get a chance. How do you think those guys feel when they go back to the bus immediately?
I mean, it's all scripted
and all the
as
other
fuck.
guys are sitting on the bus.
Why do
It's
you
just
have to
like,
go back to the bus? Can you just walk away from the situation and be like, well, I guess I'm fucking out of here?
Nope, you walk back to the next bus.
I literally came here to get laid, and she said next. Bye.
I watched one where the girl fell and they paused it while she's like falling, so her face like, and then there's like showing the shit on the side, like all her shit. Is so funny.
Did they next her?
I think she got a little bit in because her personality was like bubbly and cute and whatever, and then she was annoying as fuck. But that show was scripted as fuck.
I mean,
there's
So
people,
is Viva La Bam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they did do a lot of stupid shit for real, but it wasn't like all off the cuff like they pretended. Like, oh, today I've just decided to go to Mardi
Down
Gras
the-
or whatever.
dude.
Down the Delaware River to
Yeah.
fucking...
To 3 Mile Island. Yeah, like they planned it out. Like they had to
I
prepare
love that
for it.
show.
shit,
So-
but-
Do you remember all the shit Don Vito got in trouble for?
yeah, grabbing a underage girl.
Yeah. Did you ever hear about that, Kristen?
No, but I feel like that makes total sense.
Yeah, like some
He
girls.
definitely
I mean, it's
seems
the
like a
same shit
creep.
that Ron Jeremy's. I think he's getting in trouble for worse now. But Ron Jeremy used to do the same shit because girls would go up and be like, "Oh, I know who you are. Can you take a picture with me?" And they're like, "Sure." And then they just right away, just like, "I'm grabbing titties, like I'm doing a reach around, or I'm grabbing asses," because that's what they were. They were just fucking perverted
Yeah.
old men.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Who was the one that got in the car accident? Ryan. Is his name?
Ryan
Ryan
Dunn.
Ryan
Dunn.
Dunn. Yeah, that was sad. Because I was super into Bam like during that time. That's when I
Well,
liked him the most.
It was crazy because I remember when I found out about it, my mom was like, "One of those jackass guys died the other day or today in a car accident," and right away I was like, "Oh, it's Ryan Dunn then," because if you watch like the old CKY videos, they do in one of them they do a whole montage of all of the vehicles that Ryan Dunn crashed. And it's like a video. I mean, this came out in like the late 90s, early 2000s. And in the video, it's like everybody, like Brandon and Bam, saying shit like, yeah, Dunn's going to die in a car accident. Like the way that he drives, one day he's going to die in a car accident. And then it fucking happened.
Was he drinking? He was drinking,
He was
right?
drunk.
I
He was
don't
under the
remember.
influence, yeah.
Man. Shitty decisions. I mean, I've fucking been there.
I mean, the
Yeah.
dude when he
I've
got
said before.
rich, he bought a Porsche. You know, like he bought like the fastest car he could get. Man, it was just bound to happen.
Dude. Speaking of buying cars, when Shaquille O'Neal, when he first like got real big and signed his first contract for like millions of dollars, he said he went right to a Mercedes-Benz to get one of his most favorite cars. He paid in cash. He said he got home and his dad was like, "Where's mine?" So they went back to that same dealer and he bought his dad a $1 million car. Then they went back and his mom was like, "Where's mine?" So they went back and he bought his mom a car. And like there's like stories and shit out there of Shaq, like how it have like a picture of Shaq and in quotes it'll say like how I spent $3 million in one day or whatever.
Damn.
Have you ever seen the videos of I think there's 2 videos of Shaq at like an EDM concert.
Oh yeah, dude.
No.
It's
You ever
great. He's enjoying life, man.
But it's
like
just-
so hard.
It's just funny to see too because he towers over everybody. Like you get like a far away
Wait,
shot
I think I did see
I feel
that.
bad for the kids, like
next to him.
yeah, like
And
right
he's-
behind him.
And he's fucking going for it, like headbanging. He's getting in mosh pits, but you just see him a whole person above everybody else in the crowd. It's just like like far away shots of the crowd, and you just see just giant black man
Honest-
in the middle of
dude,
the crowd.
I would
It's awesome.
love to meet Shaq. I would love to see
He's funny.
someone of that stature.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be great. Even like the Big Show or something. I would love to see someone of that
Stephen
height and
Struve, somebody who's like
that
6'11".
Yeah, like I would love to see someone that huge.
Yao Ming.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think that guy's like 7'3".
Jesus
He's
Christ.
like he makes Shaq look short.
Man,
I
that'd
don't
be
wanna
cool.
See people, I don't care.
It's
Scary.
just like an experience. Like, I don't know. Just one of those things that would be cool to.
Because especially like somebody
Don't
who's
tell
like
me
6'3".
that you wouldn't think it would be cool to meet Shaq.
Oh, to me, yeah, he's cool in general.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar would scare me to me.
Well, that's also because he's a douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
He's just
Yeah.
not going to be a cool person in real life. Shaq seems like he's going to be a cool person
Yeah.
in real life. Brock Lesnar just seems like an asshole.
Kane, whatever his real name is.
Because
would
he
scare
is.
Me.
Yeah.
Kane, who?
Glenn Jacobs?
Velasquez?
Yeah, is that his name? Okay.
Oh, Kane.
Kane.
Okay.
Yeah, he would scare me.
Why?
I don't know. I know he's like
Well,
a
he's a
businessman now or
Giant
whatever,
man.
but he's huge. And I just remember
Oh,
I was
well,
terrified of him when he did the demon, like the red and black. I was so scared of him.
In like the beginning came.
Yeah.
And the
I
fire
mean,
used to come
in-
out of the
Yes,
ring and
it was
shit.
so- I was so scared.
Dude, in fucking like 2000, 2001, he got fucking jacked.
And he has that scary movie.
See No Evil?
Yeah.
There's two of them, isn't there?
Oh,
There
I don't
is.
know.
Was he in
I've
the
seen
second one?
The first one.
I think they're on the. No, they're not.
I've only
No,
seen
they're
the
not.
first one.
But it's definitely on.
It's
I
on,
think
it's
See
on
No
a
Evil-
streaming site.
See No Evil is on HBO. I think the first
don't
one.
have
I
that.
don't know.
It
about
might
the
be on
second one.
Amazon Prime. I'm not
Ah,
sure.
that-
Prime could be.
There's a lot of good horror movies on Amazon Prime. I'm gonna
Really?
watch The Fog.
Honestly,
one
I
of these
I've never
days.
looked
I keep
on there.
forgetting
Some
about
good old horror movies.
I keep forgetting about like Amazon Prime and to look on there to see what they
Same.
have.
I never think of that.
Oh, the great movies on there. I watched so many good movies. I watched a documentary about Kane Hodder, who played Jason Voorhees in a lot of movies,
Oh.
and who else? He played a couple the Hatchet series. He was the main character in the Hatchet series, and he apparently when he first started out, he was a stuntman, and he not accidentally, he did a full body fire thing, and it went wrong, and he literally burned like most of his body, like almost died and shit.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, this was like
No.
when he was really young, but this is like before he got really big being a slasher in horror movies. It's a really interesting documentary.
Jesus,
I would watch that.
Sucks, man. That sucks.
My favorite horror movie is probably Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but that's a slasher. So wait.
I mean, like, see, and that's like, slashers are horror movies, though.
Yeah.
It's a type of horror movie.
Yeah,
I
there
just saw
go.
you
It's-
put separately on the list slashers, so I was trying to refrain from like using that as my favorite horror because I
You
love
can put that on there too. I just trying to get more lists. Like it's maybe I'm trying to. I don't know if you noticed, but I wrote decades down for movies too. That was something else I wanted to ask. Do you ever watch any movies in the 70s? Either of you?
I have.
Would you be able to pick your 3 favorite 70s movies?
No, I could probably do 80s. I have seen some, but I could do 80s. and
Because
up.
I wrote 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s.
I could do 80s and up,
Okay,
not
cool.
70s probably.
That works too.
don't
I
know.
love 80s.
I don't really
movies.
watch movies anymore, so
I don't anymore.
I
Unless
try-
it's
I try-
horror
I'm
or like
try-
stoner comedy.
I'm trying to do it more. Like I said, the last movie.
You only watch Marvel when you do.
the last movie.
I got into that kick too, where if I had at one point told myself when I decided I wanted to watch a movie, it was like a year ago. I was like, I want to watch a movie, and it can't be a fucking superhero movie. Because every time I went to watch a movie, it was just another Marvel movie or a DC movie.
Dude, when we first got when my wife and I first got Disney Plus, we binged, like anytime we sat down to watch TV, it was one of the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't in order, but we made sure to watch them all.
I definitely go through phases of watching like horrors every day. Like in serial killer documentaries, I watched like every single one on Netflix like a year ago that was there. Then horror movies, it was like a month thing, and then I'm like okay, and then I like watch then I just watch Bob's Burgers all day or South Park.
That's my life, dude. It's South Park or
American Dad too.
Simpsons,
We need to do American Dad, but
Aqua Teen.
yo yeah.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We need to watch that movie. We need to
Yeah,
do that
dude, I
movie.
know. I never knew there was a fucking
Me either.
movie.
I would watch that.
That's crazy.
It's great.
When are we
When-
gonna do a movie night?
I don't know, dude. Sometime
He needs to see The Wedding Singer.
he does. That's That's the first one we're gonna watch when we do a movie night, dude.
I think you guys are building it up too much. I think I'm gonna hate it.
Do you like 50 First
I
Dates?
think I'm gonna hate
Okay,
it.
I don't want
haven't
to
watched
build
that
it
in
up.
years.
I don't want to build it up too much like that, but it was definitely one of my favorites growing up.
My favorite. I'm trying to relate it to one another, like what to expect, but it's really different than like any other one he's in.
It's definitely not like Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison.
I mean, I loved Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison.
Yeah, it's not
I
like
love The
that.
Waterboy. The
It's-
Waterboy was great.
It's
Big
close to
Daddy's great.
Waterboy.
It's not.
He's
It kind of
retarded.
is though.
It's
No, he's not retarded, but he's playing a character that's not himself. You know what I mean?
I think he was retarded in Hubby Halloween.
But so like
Yeah.
in Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, he's kind of just playing like himself as a character. You know what I mean? Like it's like, but so it's kind of like Waterboy in the sense of he's playing somebody that's not like he's playing.
It's. I think you don't know where you're going with your explanation.
Yeah,
Not
because
really.
I wouldn't say that he's playing himself in Billy Madison.
Okay,
'Cause
maybe
he's-
I don't know what I'm trying to. Like I do in my mind. But
The
I don't know how to
Wedding
explain it.
Singer is just a good Adam Sandler movie.
Okay.
It is.
Like,
It is
I
a
mean,
good
that's
movie.
the simplest way I could put it, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
good.
it's definitely. I think, and like to each
Vaughn.
their own.
Hey.
Cody could end up fucking absolutely hating it, but I think it's worth a watch, man.
I mean, I'll watch it. I'll watch
Um,
anything.
I don't want to like give you the plot or anything.
Yeah, I don't want to hype it
There's
up
this
either.
guy and he
I
sings
feel
at
like you
weddings,
might.
right?
Yeah,
Basically,
and,
yeah.
and he goes through some struggles,
And
and
he
it
falls
works
in love
out,
with Drew
and it
Barrymore.
works out. In the end.
Typically, yeah, that works.
I mean, it is her.
I know it's her. I know what The Wedding Singer is. I just
Oh,
never
you just
seen
never
it.
seen it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's got Billy Idol in it.
I like Billy
It
Idol.
has all those like 80s music. It's beautiful.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't really.
Through the
I don't.
whole
I
thing.
don't. I don't remember the
whole the
entire
soundtrack
score.
to that. The whole, yeah, it's all 80s. It's beautiful.
But yeah,
I
The Wedding
hate
Singer will
80s
be the
music.
first one.
But it's like you hate 80s music.
Yeah, I hate 80s music. That's the fucking worst decade for music.
No, it's not. I do love. You know what?
you you
Let's
don't like
do
fucking
70s
You don't like Metallica
Music, not
You
movies.
know I don't like Metallica.
Ew,
You know that
yeah.
for a fact.
It's like pop music in the
To the
movie.
Sandman he comes.
Yeah.
We can do 70s music.
Turning around my neck.
No.
Oh jeez, I don't remember who else. Judas Priest.
I'll put that
were
down
they
on the list.
80s?
The
Yeah.
70s music. I'll
Fuck
go
it.
right through the decades.
I can do all that. I love from 70s.
I could probably go from the 60s too.
I can only do end of 60s. But I can
Have
do
you
some.
ever seen the rain? That's 60s, right? Creedence Clearwater, was that 60s?
70s.
I mean,
70s?
they were in the 60s too.
Ooh, late 60s
'Cause
because they
they-
were gonna go to
Late
Woodstock.
60s
They played
and
at Woodstock.
60s.
Yep. They were at Woodstock.
60 was Woodstock 67? Was that 69?
I think 69.
69 because
Yeah, because at 2019 it was supposed to be the 50-year anniversary.
Yep.
yeah, man, that really fell through like really quick.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to, and then they were like, "We're gonna save it for next year." The next year was COVID, but I didn't think it was gonna happen then either. They weren't prepared for it. They
No.
already knew they weren't prepared
The
for it,
original
but they were still
Woodstock,
pushing
They weren't
it.
prepared for it. That was such a clusterfuck to even get that going. I
Yeah.
watched the doc on Netflix. It was so
Well,
great.
a lot of people were extremely upset with the lineup too, for the Woodstock that was supposed to be in. Where was it? Watkins.
Oh,
Yeah, it was supposed to be at the racetrack, I believe.
what was
Yeah.
the lineup?
Ah, dude, it had a bunch of
Jay-Z as the only
pop
one I remember.
stars on
And
it.
then the tickets
Miley
were
Cyrus
really
was on
fucking
there.
expensive.
Yeah,
I could see Miley
really
Cyrus
expensive.
being on there because she's kind of into the 70s music now.
It's not 70s though. That was one of the issues. It wasn't like a hippie thing. It was a lot of hip hop
Oh.
artists.
Ew, then fuck that.
like
But I mean, they did that with the Woodstock '99 too. Obviously, that was a fucking
Yeah.
catastrophe.
it was, but Corn.
Limp
Yeah.
Bizkit. Limp Bizkit basically caused the fucking riot.
Yeah,
Really?
Kid Rock did 99. Counting Crows was there.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think it was
Ooh.
Red Hot Chili Peppers was when
I would
they started
love-
burning shit down.
James Brown was there in 99.
I would love to see Red Hot Chili Peppers live.
The Offspring.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bush.
A guy I work with was there. as a
Really?
stagehand. Yeah,
That's incredible.
They had all the stagehands had to like fucking lock down in a fucking a hangar that they had up there, and they had like fucking fire hoses and shit that they were spraying at people, and they were all fucking. They all were just. They all had just their fucking whatever tools they could find as weapons in case they fucking started trying to storm the hangar.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was fucking the way he was telling it. It was fucking nuts up there.
That's scary.
Well, the original Woodstock was really dope, and I wish I was there
That
for
shit
that.
is so scary, dude. I've never been in any crazy situation like that, and I like thinking about it. I feel like I'd freak out.
Dude, that's why at concerts, like outdoor like festivals, they have to provide free water. It's against the law, especially in New York, to not provide free water, because that's basically why those riots started, because there was no water, people were there for a couple of days and they were like getting dehydrated, and they were charging like $12 for a bottle of water. Some places were charging like $20 for a bottle of water.
Damn.
People were finally just like, fuck this, we're taking the water. And
I
then,
agree with that.
Wow.
then other people started
Yeah.
fires and shit.
I would have joined them.
But that's why if you go to, I mean, Warped Tour doesn't exist anymore, but if you go to like those big festivals, they'll have those big trucks in the middle that just have water taps, so you can just get free water.
Warped Tour.
Some
I went to the last one, it was
stupid
beautiful.
kid posted on Twitter fake flyer saying Warped Tours come back
Fake
in
lineup.
2022, and like some of the bands that he named on there were listed a couple like twice.
MGK was on there 3 times.
MGK's too big to be fucking Warped Tour now.
Yeah.
Plus,
I really hope
I bet you
France does buy it.
I bet you the guy that fucking ran Warped Tour is just like, man, I fucking quit at the perfect time. Like the
Yeah,
last
dude.
fucking year, and then COVID happened.
Franz did like a question thing on his story on Instagram, and someone like asked him questions that someone asked about the Warped Tour thing, and he's still considering.
Dude, he's been
still wants to
talking
do it.
about he's been talking about buying it
He said it's his dream
for
like,
a while now.
Yeah, he wants it. I hope so.
I think he'll get there.
That would make me so
Motherfucker's-
happy.
He's a good businessman.
Mm-hmm. And he has the money. Like he so gonna want it. Hope he keeps the same areas though, like still Scranton, still.
I don't see why he
Darien
wouldn't.
Lake.
Yeah.
Darien Lake, that was
I
a
went-
good place
I went
to have it.
I went to the one in Scranton
Yeah, that's the one that I went to too.
Montage
Was in
Mountain.
Scranton.
where Slipknot was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Mayhem Festival, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mayhem Festival was
we
there
just
like the
went-
next
We
year.
just went.
But it was like part of
Oh,
it.
like
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
They held Mayhem too. Yeah.
It was kind of nice for Warped Tour. I liked it.
Where did they didn't do it at that little that big amphitheater though, did they?
Like
was
where
all
we
over.
were, if you go left more, there's like that big, and it's like all down through there. And then at the very end,
Like the parking up where the parking
where
lot
we were
was?
to the left of that was like all these like more like
Fields and
roads and stuff and then at the end is where all the stages were.
shit. No shit.
Like it's
Well,
like
and then
deep.
you split off, and there was a
Yep.
stage down to the right,
Yep.
and then up to the left there were 2 stages that they went back and forth on.
You can't see it because like there's trees covering it, but to the left there's so much more.
And then there was 2 smaller stages that they set up
Right in the
along the
beginning.
path.
Yep.
And they did use the amphitheater too.
Yeah.
'Cause
they
I saw
did for the
volumes in
big-
the amphitheater.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
they did. They
that's
used
a
all
lot
the-
of walking then.
Oh yeah, but it was nice. Like it wasn't a bad walk at all. Like it's a lot, but it was nice. It was hot when we went to Holy
Yeah, it's like you're definitely gonna get some exercise when you go there,
and
but
sunburn.
it's cool though.
Some
It was a
shade.
lot of fun. I think it's a perfect place for a festival like
Oh
that.
hell yeah, it was perfect. The way they had the row set up and shit, and all the vendors and stuff. I almost like fought a dude for
Man,
lemonade.
I missed out on Montage Mountain Warp Tour.
Oh yeah,
I went to Darien Lake.
I didn't go to Darien Lake. I was never
Darien
went up
Lake,
there.
they just have a giant, a lot of land, and it's all open.
Do they have more than one stage?
Yeah, they had. So when you first walked through the gate, they had their Ernie Ball stage, and on the across from Ernie Ball was bands and vendors, tents. Next to the Ernie Ball stage, not directly next, it was kind of like it U'd around. you had the two, like, the main stage, but they, like, split it in half.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the Monster energy drink stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then next to that split stage was a whole stage. It was probably a good 20 yards away from it. And then out in the next field that was actually the only stage that was away from things, that was kind of next to that, but probably 50 yards away.
Yeah, like they were really close.
And then that circled around to another stage, and then next to that stage was a half pipe. People were skating.
Word.
There was no skating when I went.
No?
Yeah, I think they had dropped the whole extreme sports part of it when I went,
Weird.
which is lame. It used to be like that's what
year
it was
did you
started
go?
as. Oh fuck, I don't remember. 14 maybe.
See, I went in 07.
Yeah, when it started, that was the huge part of it. It was supposed to be like this is extreme
this is
sports mixed with music, but then they kind of just dropped the whole extreme sports part of it. It was all fucking skate bands too, you know, like fucking Blink 182 and Guttermouth and shit like that.
No Effects.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Religion.
Now it's a mix.
They're one of the bands I saw that day. Bad Religion. It's
Yeah,
pretty
now
cool.
they'll do hip hop. I think Eminem did 99. I'm pretty sure.
303 was at the last one. We went for Crown. There was Census Fail, Motionless in White, because they're from Scranton. So that was a big deal. And then Amity Affliction, 303.
I saw
Deep
Red
Nuts.
Gold Green at and MC Chris. Remember MC
Gym
Chris?
Class Heroes. They were there, I think. Those guys are pretty cool.
Less Than Jake, dude. Best fucking show. Well, actually, 4 Year Strong, I think, was my favorite show.
Oh
For
man,
that,
I'd like to see that band live. Like,
They were fucking great, dude. And we got there just in time.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no, we didn't. Every other fucking date on Warped Tour, they were one of the earliest bands, and we all got there when we were pulling up. It was like, okay, we have enough. We're getting there just in time, but then we hit a fucking traffic jam because the fucking line going up to Montage Mountain was like 6 fucking miles long.
Yeah.
Awful.
So we're like, we're gonna miss them. We're gonna miss them because they played the same time every date. And then we get inside and they give us the schedule, and they didn't play earlier that day.
That's awesome.
They didn't play until like the fucking middle of the day, so we had plenty of
Nice.
time to go see them.
Nice.
The hike in and out of Montage fucking sucks sometimes. I hate it.
Were there just people there fucking handing out flyers for veganism?
When I went to
That's what I
Darien
got.
Lake,
They were all handing
when I
out.
went to Darien Lake, it was a bunch of people with their portable CD players, going, "Hey, listen
Oh,
to this
yeah.
listen to
There were
this
a few
new
people
band
doing
that's
that.
out,
Yeah, there were a
trying
few
to give
doing
away
that.
their CDs and
Yeah,
shit."
when we were waiting to go in the gate, like there were a bunch of people walking around with CDs and shirts and shit.
Dude, I ran into like 5 of them.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people when we went just handing out these flyers that were like against killing animals, like just anti. There was they're veganism flyers.
You're like,
flyers.
do you know where I can get a good burger, bro? I
Oh,
don't-
that's cute. Where's the nearest steakhouse?
I was just gonna ask you about a burger joint. If there's a burger joint around here. They don't even really have food at Warped Tour though, did they?
Yeah,
Nah,
they have a bunch of vendors
think-
in the beginning. I almost fought someone for lemonade, dude. He was trying to budge, and like I was dying of dehydration at this point.
I saw
and I would like,
I saw a fight when I went, and I was eating cheese fries and sitting there on a bank, like in a lawn, and all I saw was this kid jump and deck another guy in the face, and the other guy went down, and I was like, just continued eating my cheese fries, watching this MMA fight happen in front of me.
well, Montage has like when you first get into the gate to the right, there's like a whole bar kinda. So like there's food there, and then there were like vendors, like small things like like whatever.
When I went in Darien Lake, we got the combo tickets,
Mm-hmm.
so we had access to the park too.
Oh, word.
like, I didn't go to the park. It was me. I went with Chad, my current girlfriend at the time, and Alex. And we didn't go to the park, but her mom and her little brother came with us too. They went to the park. Oh. But there was always a band playing that we wanted to see, so we didn't have any time to go ride a roller coaster. But when the last band played, we rushed to the park and rode the Superman roller coaster before the park shut down. And 2 seats behind where Jess and I were sitting, the singer of As I Lay Dying was right there. He was sitting with some girl, and he like got a picture with her when they got off the ride. I was like, yo, that's Tim Lambesis.
Word, dude. I don't have any cool stories like that, but I
walked fucking, do you know the band The Unseen?
Yep.
I walked like right past their fucking lead vocalist. I was walking into where the Warped Tour was, and he was coming into the park, and I walked past him, and I stopped, and I looked back, and Chad was like, what? I'm like, that was the vocalist of The Unseen.
I met the guy who played the original Leatherface at a horror film festival in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is cool.
I called him the wrong name.
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you
That's
say?
funny.
I called him Gunnar Nelson, and his name is Gunnar Hansen. And Gunnar Nelson is like a faggy 80s band singer.
Did he correct you, or you just...
Nope.
Oh my god, it's funny.
Nope. I knew I did it as soon as I did it, and he was just really polite. He shook my hand, said nice to meet you, and he's like, I'm going to be answering questions after, because we were about to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in a theater.
Oh, dude.
And he's like, I'm going to be on stage asking questions when the show's over, so if you have any questions, ask away.
That's dope.
When did you go to that?
Me and Jordan went out there to look at a college. And just while we were out there, we noticed, or my cousin went to school there, and he was like, there's a horror film festival going on if you guys want to go to it. He got us tickets, and he went too, but he had to work, so he showed up later. But me and Jordan just kind of hung out and watched these like short horror films and shit. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
I wanted to go to a film festival again ever since, because it was a lot of fun. It was really...
Dude,
and just being able to see Texas Chainsaw Massacre in a theater... Like, you know, you're not going to get that many options to do that, you know?
That's awesome. I'm jealous.
That's pretty cool.
That's like one of my favorite movies.
I think, and Jordan's not a horror film fan. At least he wasn't back then. So it was mostly me who was, like, pushing it. And
like, hell yeah.
That was the first time he'd ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Was in theaters, and then they had the actors come up on stage and ask or answer questions and shit. It was pretty cool.
That is dope.
That's awesome. I'd like to go do something like that.
I would love.
That'd be sweet.
I love it.
See, that's something I don't think about. That, like, I would like to do. I would never think sitting there and be like, let's go to a film festival.
They did a film festival in Watkins Glen. I helped set up for.
Nice. Like not too long ago, right?
Yeah, it was only like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna go to that.
I wanted to go to it too, but I just didn't. I probably had to work.
So, like, are all film festivals, do they always have a theme, or is it...
I mean, there can just be film festivals where it's just for independent films. A lot of them are for, like, college students who are just making, like, short films as, like, school projects and shit.
About that.
I mean, South Park, I think the first fucking episode of South Park, they showed at a film festival.
It was Santa versus Jesus.
Oh, word.
Mm-hmm. There was a movie that we watched that ended up actually getting a theater release that premiered at that festival. I don't remember what it was called. It was kind of cheesy, but it was just like, it was a movie made by a guy that probably just got out of college, first movie he ever made. Had the kid in it from Harry Potter, who played Draco Malfoy. He was in it.
Oh, yeah? Oh, shit.
Word.
And they just showed like a couple of short films. One of them was like Zombie Cheerleaders or something like that. Just like some cheesy horror movies that some college kids made. It was pretty cool.
Isn't there a movie on Netflix called Zombie Cheerleaders?
It might not have. You know what it was? It was like I'm a gay zombie or something like that. I think that's what it was. It was about a zombie who was gay. So it was kind of like...
What a wacky fucking movie.
But it was only, I think it was only like a half hour long. You know, it was just a little short film. It was cool.
Let him have an imagination,
I
dude.
want to see this movie.
Spark,
So is
spark
it
little
a
thing.
drama or like?
I think it was a comedy.
Is that-
This is a talking zombie.
See, if
But it was a horror movie film festival, and I guess that's horror themed. But it was like a horror comedy.
okay. Now that I know it's a comedy, it makes more sense. Because if it was like a real drama, like sucks being dead and gay.
I mean, that would just be a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Just like that fucking when we were talking about they tried to make a zombie movie that was like Twilight.
Really?
You ever man,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Remember that? I can't
Cold
remember
Hearts,
the name.
maybe?
Something like that. But like
Twilight
this
felt
zombie started getting feelings and stuff that zombies can't get. And at
Warm
the
Hearts,
end-
movie?
Yeah, at
Warm
the
Bodies.
end of the movie.
It's called Warm Bodies.
Yeah. At the
Okay.
end of the movie, this zombie falls into like the pool of life, and he becomes a real person, and then him and the girl like
wow.
get together as
That's so
humans and stuff.
stupid.
If it was
It
like
was-
Twilight, he would have bit the girl, and she would have became a zombie.
Yeah.
And then they would just be zombies together
It
forever.
was so awful. It had the dude in it that played in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah,
the
Rob
bald guy.
Corddry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He was like
in
the
it.
girl's
Time
dad or
He-
something.
No, he was the other zombie that. He was the other zombie that was real good friends with the main character.
No, I didn't actually watch the movie.
He was like the comic relief.
Sure.
Call it what you want.
Yeah, I'm sure the writing was terrible and he wasn't that funny.
It was bad, and I told when I rented it, I was like, man, this was a waste of
Why would
$1.
you? Yeah, I was gonna say, why would you even spend $1 on
I'm
that?
fucking mad right now that I wasted $1 on this piece of shit.
Have you ever tried that? Just go back to the store and be like, "This movie sucked. I want my money back."
Just like fucking
or doing it
Stan
in the
and
theater.
Kenny or whatever do with Mel Gibson.
Like, just do you think that would work if you just go to a theater and be like, "That movie was terrible." Like, don't watch the whole movie. Like halfway through, just go out and be like, "This movie sucks. I want my money back." Or give me a fucking free ticket for a movie that doesn't suck ass.
Red
You know
Box?
what? I wonder if I bet you all like movie theaters and shit have like this ticket's non-refundable.
It should be. I don't think you
Yeah,
should be
it
able to
should
do
be.
that, but I just wonder if
I'm
it's
sure.
possible.
I'm sure it's happened before, but they probably didn't get their money out of it.
Just demand your money back. No, I want it.
Let
You
me
shouldn't be allowed to show this crap to people without telling them how terrible it is.
So like Redbox has some hidden gems too. Like so when I worked at Pump, my old manager would have like movie night type things for Friday the 13th, and she would just go get like random horror movies out of the Redbox, like at Tops or whatever. And she got this one called The Breathers, I think, and that is such a good movie. I was just thinking about it. I don't want to give it away, but you should watch it. The Breathers. It's not a popular movie at all. But it's like kind of about people that live in a bunker or whatever, like the Quiet Place kind of thing. And then they're scared of what's like above ground, but really there's a plot twist. But you guys should watch it. It's so good. The Breathers.
Did you watch Quiet Place?
Yes.
Do you care about the second one? Do
No.
you want it? You don't want to see the second one?
No, but I loved the first one.
The first one was really good. That's why I'm kind of hopeful for the second one.
I love John.
Well, yeah, he's dead.
I know, but that's
died.
probably why I don't want to watch the second one. That is why I don't want to watch the second one.
He's coming back to life in a second.
Did you watch Quiet Place?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is
what?
it's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie,
Yeah.
and they're
Has
making the
Jim
second
off
one.
of The Office on it. He made the movie. And
Yeah, he directed it. He's directing the second one too.
And his wife's the wife in it.
I don't remember what his wife's
Is
name
it
is.
on any streaming service?
Naomi Watts, maybe.
Probably.
I watched it on a streaming service. I don't remember which one. I think it was on HBO Max.
I think it's on Hulu.
It is a really fucking good movie.
Yeah.
Really good movie.
All
He's a
right.
good actor.
Really quiet. It's legitimately a quiet
literally
fucking
quiet
movie. Like almost no noise.
But
I
it's
don't know if I could stand that.
you would think that, but no, it's good.
It's good, dude. It's really good.
Because I thought the same. I went to the theaters to watch it, and the ending made me cry.
The
Well,
beginning made
I
me
was
cry.
high.
Are you
I
kidding
was
me?
high.
The very end's kind of cool though.
No, it is. Which
Like-
I think he's probably gonna come back.
There's just some sadness in there though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm running away from emotion, and I'm not gonna watch it.
No, it's good.
It's a good movie, dude.
You're such a.
It's a good movie.
Watch it. It is a good movie.
No sadness around here. Around here, there's no sadness.
Yes, there is. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah.
You can't run away from it. It's there. It's deep down there.
Just need to watch
Feel
a sad.
emotion- feel
Just need to
emotions,
watch a
dude.
sad movie and let it out.
You don't have to cry.
Yeah, be a man.
They're not
Okay.
real people. It's not a real person.
It's a
It's
movie.
just a movie. It's just a character.
I
can be honest
emotional.
with you. I can be honest with you. I felt no emotion when he died. I did not care.
You know who
Because
else
he's
is,
not
You know
real.
who else is a
I was
character?
just like, oh, this is a really great part of this movie. It's just part of what
I
makes
was
it a
just
great movie.
emotional.
Yeah, but you know who else is a character? Spider-Man. And when he went away at the end of Infinity War, I was a little teary-eyed.
Well, you're just stupid. So
You don't have to do that. He's
it's
not
a
real.
Fucking
Spider-Man is not real.
Emotion, dude.
Also,
It
you knew
fucking-
they were going to make another
that's how
movie,
you know.
and he was going to fucking come back.
Wow. So you're
So-
just stupid. So you
So
just
is
like
it-
are
is
dumb
it-
with emotions.
Is it
You
like
don't even
a
know.
it's a
It's a horror movie.
oh, so it's like fiction, like
Yeah,
fantasy.
it's a
Yeah,
horror movie.
dude.
It's about monsters.
There's
supernatural.
monsters
okay.
in it.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's about these monsters that fucking just they don't really explain the monsters. They just showed up one day. I think the second one's supposed to explain
Yeah,
what
it
happened
does.
with them,
Yeah, it does.
but they just showed up one day and they can't see. They only hunt by hearing. So this family they killed most of the people in the world, and this family just gets by making no sound and trying to do. I mean, they're just trying to live, like growing their own shit, and they go into town to get medicine and stuff like that. They walk around in barefoot, and they have like sand that they have paths of sand that they walk in to not make sound, and it's just that's just the movie. It's them surviving,
So,
trying not to make any
it-
noises.
So it's
what do you
like
need to know?
it's like
It's a horror movie.
yeah, I get it.
And the
but,
girl,
like,
the woman gets pregnant, and they have to figure out how she's gonna fucking give birth to this
I
baby
get it.
silently.
Like I get it, but like it sounds like so it's a play on another movie just with a different sense and something else.
You're talking about Pitch Black.
Yeah, where they have to,
they do kind of look
you
similar to
can't-
the monsters in
you
Pitch
can't
Black.
see
Never
you
seen
can't
that.
look at the monster, you're gonna commit suicide. And now in this one,
Oh wait, are you
can't-
talking about Bird Box?
Yeah, that with fucking.
It's not like that.
No, what I mean is like in this quiet place, you can't make any sound, or the
Oh, so
monster's
Bird
gonna
Box you
get
can't
you.
see.
In Bird Box, you can't look at them.
It's more
Or
like
it's
Pitch
gonna-
Black, where you can't make any sounds because it's always dark. They can't see. Because in
Oh,
Pitch
dude,
Black,
you know
the
how long
the
it's
aliens
been
couldn't
since
see.
I've seen Pitch Black.
Anyways,
Yeah, it's been a while
it's a
since
good
I've seen it
movie.
too.
Watch it.
Yeah, it is. It's a really great movie.
All right. I'll fucking that'll be one of Missy and I's
Yeah, it's a good one.
laying in bed cuddling movie nights.
You should
We'll
watch Boy in Striped Pajamas. That'll
I've
make
never
you
seen
cry.
that.
Was that the Nazi one or
Mhm.
whatever?
That will make you cry every time. And I don't even like kids, and it made me cry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to watch kid stuff, cause that's
Because you have one. So
Yeah,
it's like relatable.
I don't know. It may,
Maybe you
See-
shouldn't watch Quiet Place.
Well, your kid's not deaf. So.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna tell you, they killed a little kid at the beginning.
Oh yeah, they
Like
do.
literally
But
the first
it's real
scene,
quick.
they
You'll
they
be
kill the
over it in
fuck
a
out of
second.
that kid.
It's real quick though. It's his own fault.
No,
He's like 3 years
It's
old.
the kid's
but
fault.
yes, it's his fault.
So fuck that kid.
How
He should have listened.
How old's the kid in the movie?
Like 3 years old,
Like
3
3
or
man,
4.
That's tough. To
Can
keep.
barely even talk.
It's not graphic
That's why.
at all.
That's why. That's
Yeah,
why.
it like cuts
died.
away right when it happens.
That's
Yeah,
why he
you won't
dies
see-
in the beginning.
you don't
You
see
can't
anything.
keep a 3-year-old quiet, dude.
Exactly.
There is no way.
So honestly, it was for the best. Let's be
Yep.
honest, dude.
He had to die to keep the rest of them alive.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So how big's the family? Is it just him?
Well, it starts out with 5, and then it goes down to 4 real fucking fast,
and then they grow. They have.
and then it
How
goes
old-
back up to 5 again,
how old's
and
the
then
other?
it goes back down to 4 again.
How old's the other? Do they have other kids?
Yeah, 2 other kids. There's a deaf girl and a boy.
Mm,
And the deaf girl's like 13, and the boy's like younger.
So she doesn't hear. Anyway,
So that's kind of how they
she doesn't-
survive.
She doesn't know if she's making any sound or not.
Well, that's how they survived, because they never talked to each other because they all knew sign language, because they already had a deaf daughter.
yeah. So it like plays. It's good. It is good.
All right,
It's one of my
dude.
favorite movies.
Okay,
It's a fucking. I think you'll like it. I
Okay,
really
you
think
will.
you'd enjoy it, because it's just one of those movies it's an all around good movie. It is sad in parts, but it's also really positive in parts and really cool in parts.
And John, whatever the fuck his last name is attractive, and he's a good actor. So that's why you should watch it.
He's
Personally,
one of
too.
those he's one of those
He's a-
actors that's fucking, considering where he started in like a comedic role, he's done
Yeah.
really well in non-comedic parts.
His wife's famous though.
Who's his
Yeah.
wife?
Isn't Naomi Watts? Is that what her name is?
I don't know, but she's the wife in the movie too.
But who's
She's a
what else-
she's a famous
Who else
actress.
has she played?
Like I'll look. I
Na-
couldn't name it off the top
Naomi
of my head.
Watts?
That might not even be her name.
She's from like over there, England, and
But do you know any of the other movies she's
no, I can't
played
think
in?
of one. He's gonna tell you.
This is-
She's a good actress. She did a really good job. They all did. It was a good movie.
all right,
It was a
I
really
will
good-
check it out then.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah,
Emily
To
Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
What else is she playing?
You got a picture of her that I could look at?
I mean, she just looks like a fucking rich blonde person.
She looks kind of familiar. What's some other movies she played in?
You totally know what else she's been on. I don't know actually. You watch Not What I Watch.
Looper. The Adjustment Bureau. Edge of Tomorrow.
Nope.
Into the Woods.
Nope.
Sicario.
Nope. See, I don't watch movies, man.
Oh well, just kidding.
I actually haven't seen any of those movies I just said. I know what they are,
I've
but I
seen
haven't
Into
seen
the
any of
Woods.
them. Isn't that a musical?
Yeah, and it has James Corden in it.
Jeez. Well, guys, I'm going to get going out of here. I'm sure you
Same.
guys have things to do, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking hungry.
That's been Everybody Podcast. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Jeez.